Yo, well, what is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back once again to another video on the channel. And today, guys, we're going to be talking yet again about Helldivers 2 and the whole situation where the community is kind of fighting amongst itself. And obviously, the devs are kind of got themselves in a bit of trouble because it was apparently a bit too toxic talking to people, and people are crying about it on the internet. Who would have thought in the entire world, the pleasant place, what is the internet, people would be arguing with each other? Enjoy the video. Alright, lads and lasses, welcome back once again, and here we are with some more Helldivers 2 content. I'm bringing you content, guys. We're not just bringing you the gaming news here, guys. We're bringing you the gaming news with an opinion. So in other words, I'm going to give you my opinion on gaming news, what has happened, unlike all the other millions of channels on YouTube which just sit on the fence. They kind of give you the news. They do a great job of bringing you the news from an analytical form. However, I do less of a good job on an analytical form, but I kind of put myself out there with my outspoken opinion, and majority of the time, 50% of the people who watch my videos can't stand my actual content because I've got a different opinion to theirs, and then the other time, the other 50% actually enjoy my content because they agree with me. I wonder what 50% of the community we're going to get here today. So if you are new, guys, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn those notification bells on just so you're aware of when I upload. And again, I think we got 53 likes on yesterday's video for Helldivers. So again, if we get more than 50 likes on this video, we'll talk about Helldivers again. And if we don't get 50 likes, we'll just go on and talk about a different game. So the first thing I want to talk about in today's video is kind of like a change what the developers did, which they wasn't actually there on the patch notes. I can't understand why they didn't put this on the patch notes, because again, a lot of people have been complaining about the game, about the nerfs to obviously the railgun being the biggest one. I think that's the single biggest thing what people are complaining about. However, they actually made a back-end change to the AI of the game. So they adjusted the spawn rates, how the enemies behave, especially the elite ones. And I think that, personally, and again, this is my opinion, I'm not saying this is right or wrong. Again, use the comment section to this video to kind of let me know if you agree, disagree with me. But I think the biggest issue out there, everybody's talking about, obviously, the railgun being nerfed to oblivion. I think the bigger issue isn't really the railgun, it's the AI. There's like multiple Bile Titans spawning, there's multiple charges running at people, then there's the environmental elements now we have to contend with. I think that is the biggest problem, because the spawn rates have been adjusted, they kind of interact with each other differently. There's loads of stuff out there, guys. There's more analytical videos on the internet where you can actually watch somebody talking about this, and they'll be able to give you a better understanding of the exact changes. But ultimately, guys, what they've changed, they've made the game harder with adjusting the AI, right? Okay? And I think that is kind of... I kind of think that is the main issue with the game now, not the railgun. Don't bite my head off, Helldivers 2 community. Again, this is gaming news with an opinion. We're not going to sit on the fence on this channel. We don't mind making a few people angry on the internet here. But ultimately, that's what I think is the bigger issue of the two. Again, let me know in the comment section. Railgun, yes, it's not as good now. But again, I've seen people using the flamethrower. You target the front leg, ideally, of one of the charges, and you kill it pretty quick. I've seen people do it on Helldiver difficulty. Again, I don't play that difficult. I'm not good at video games anymore. I used to be back in my prime, guys, but I'm pushing 40 now. I can't do level 9, not even with a 4-stack, unless I'm getting my arse carried by some of these young gods at video games. But anyway, moving on to the next point I want to make. So, one of the developers of the game, I covered this in yesterday's video. If you want to go and watch that one and then come back here, by all means, go and do that, ladies and gents. But basically, one of the devs apparently got in trouble, even though he said here that I did not get in trouble, but it's not like I'm going to pretend I didn't act like a complete ass. So a Bozo of the Year award would be relevant in my case. I kind of don't think that this guy should be punished at all for what he said to the community. You know, I don't know if he was the guy who said skill issue or if he said the other thing. I can't remember exactly what it is now. What's wrong with developers coming out and just like kind of, it's not really rage bait, But what's wrong with developers actually coming out and having a personality instead of being some kind of a corporate cog? Because all you get is the community now, especially in Call of Duty, because that's what I know more than anything. In Call of Duty, you just have developers coming out, pandering to whatever the community wants, you know, being the corporate shill of what they are for one of the most evil organizations on the planet, you know, which is Activision. They come out and say exactly what the community wants to hear. I think it's kind of a refreshing change of some of these developers having a backbone and just thinking, screw the community, I'm going to say exactly what I want. And I kind of see this in my comments section from yesterday's video, where I've got certain people in the comments section to my videos saying, I actually like the devs being like this, and then you've got other people going, no, the devs are complete arseholes, I hate them, they shouldn't be talking to us like that. I prefer developers to have a personality. But again, my opinion, not saying I'm right or wrong, I'm just saying that it's nice to actually see developers with an opinion, and it's just funny to watch. Sit back, watch the fireworks. It's like somebody throwing a hand grenade, you know, and just watching all the chaos ensue. I actually like it. Again, don't bite my head off. My opinion, my channel, my views. Not saying I'm right, not saying I'm wrong, but I'm going to say it's funny at least to sit back and watch the carnage. So moving on, just to talk more about the AI changes and stuff. So I don't really use Discord, so correct me if I'm wrong here. But basically, one of the development team from Arrowhead, don't know if it's community manager, whatever, he, she, whatever. So they come out and said, hello, divers. I wanted to take a moment this afternoon just to let you all know that we've heard your concerns over the last few days regarding enemy spawns. Like I said, obviously, earlier in the video, they've changed some of the back-end AI. So, yeah, they've changed some of this stuff regarding the enemy spawns, enemy armor, and the ability to kill these enemies. As we've said before, our teams are always taking in player feedback and looking how we can tweak the game to ensure that it is fair, enjoyable, and provides the best experience for everyone. So, again, corporate response there. You won't expect anything less. I can confirm that we're currently looking at changes to the spawn rates and health pools of heavy enemies, and we'll be attempting to spread them out more to prevent large spikes of tougher mobs appearing at the same time, as well as making them a bit easier to bring down. This change should go out in a future hotfix, but they've got no date as of yet. And again, something else they forgot to actually put down in the patch notes for the latest weapons balance patch, well, the first weapons balance patch, I should say. In addition, we forgot to mention, that the EAT-17 and recoilless rifle no longer suffer from a 50% damage increase when hitting an armored enemy. So again, this is huge, guys. So put these back on. Heavy enemies will be a lot easier than what they appear to be before. Obviously, they've told you this because people were just straight up not using them. So, yeah, they've changed the glance angle that deflects the shot, and that combined with the upcoming adjustments to health and spawn rate should make the larger enemies a bit easier to deal with. And that's pretty much it, guys, for today's video. Not really got much more to talk about. I just personally think that it's nice to see the developers have a personality. And obviously, we saw the response a couple of days ago, you know, where the developers were saying, oh, it's just a skill issue, you know, get used to it. And I found this absolutely hilarious. But again, a lot of people have got upset by that. Now, from my own personal point of view, I would prefer developers to have a bit of balls, you know, to come out and say, well, if you don't like it, go play another game. You know, even though that was hilarious when Battlefield devs said it, I still laughed at it back then. But obviously, the Battlefield community then just thought, right, okay, we're not playing your game then. So, you know, are the Helldivers 2 community now just going to say, right, screw this game then? The devs are talking to me like this, I'm not going to play the game. But again, comment section, guys, go down there, write a comment, let me know what you think, because again, my channel's all about opinions. Again, we do bring you the gaming news, so to speak. But what I try to offer here on the channel is gaming news with opinion. So if you've enjoyed this type of content, guys, and you play lots of different video games like I do, because again, Helldivers 2 is hot at the moment, but thankfully the YouTube algorithm is changing now, where it's allowing channels to actually upload loads of different content on different games, and it's not going to be penalized like it probably has been for content creators for the last maybe 15-20 years. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Really appreciate your time watching my video. I'm incredibly humbled by your support. Like I said, yesterday's video we got around 55 likes, which again It's absolutely amazing. We do this as a hobby, a pastime, bit of spending money, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you have a lovely week at work, school, whatever you do. And yeah, until next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.